What's up, everyone? So we are back at it today, and we're diving into a head-to-head that a lot of you have been asking for. We're moving away from the standard wedge-shaped cams and looking at full mirror replacement systems. Specifically, we're putting the 70mai S410 up against the Wolfbox G900 TriPro. Now, mirror dash cams have always been a bit polarizing. Some people love that massive digital view, and others think it's just a distraction. But today, we're looking at two very different philosophies. One is a refined, budget-friendly dual-channel setup, and the other is a rugged 3-channel beast designed for the off-road crowd. We've been testing both to see which one actually deserves a spot on your windshield. We'll put the updated price and purchase links for both down in the description for your convenience. So let's get started. Right out of the gate, the most obvious difference is the footprint. The 70mai S410 sports a 9.35-inch display, which feels compact and refined. It's roughly the size of a standard rearview mirror. In comparison, the Wolfbox G900 TriPro is a 12-inch monster. So if you're driving a sedan or a compact SUV, the 70mai is going to look a lot more factory and won't feel like it's taking over your windshield. But if you're in a full-size truck or a rigged-out overlander, the Wolfbox clearly beats the 70mai here, offering a much wider perspective that virtually eliminates blind spots. If you're towing a trailer or navigating tight trails, that extra width on the Wolfbox is a massive safety advantage that the 70mai just can't match. When we look at the sensors, it's a classic battle of good enough versus overkill. The 70mai S410 records in 25K front and 1080p rear. It's sharp, it's reliable, and license plates are clear in daylight. However, the Wolfbox G900 TriPro steps it up with a Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 sensor, pushing a true 4K resolution on the front and 25K on the rear. Now, to be honest with you, while the Wolfbox has the higher resolution on paper, the 70mai software processing is incredibly clean. But in a side-by-side nighttime test, the Wolfbox's Starvis 2 tech pulls ahead, capturing more detail in low-light situations. So if you're a stickler for raw pixels, the Wolfbox takes the win, but the 70mai holds its own for daily driving evidence. This is where the 70mai really struggles in our opinion. The S410 has a 125-degree front and 120-degree rear FOV. In comparison, the Wolfbox G900 TriPro boasts a 170-degree front and 140-degree rear lens. It's crazy because the 70mai feels like a bit of a tunnel when you're trying to see what's happening at your fenders. The Wolfbox clearly beats the 70mai here, offering a much wider perspective that virtually eliminates blind spots. If you're towing a trailer or navigating tight trails, that extra width on the Wolfbox is a massive safety advantage that the 70mai just can't match. The biggest differentiator, though, is the extra eye. The 70mai is a standard dual-channel system, but with the Wolfbox G900 TriPro, you're getting a third camera. Since this is the bumper version, you get a specialized 1080p waterproof bumper cam in addition to the front and rear units. So while the 70mai is great for standard recording, the Wolfbox G900 TriPro is practically tailor-made for trucks and overlanders. Having a dedicated camera at bumper level for rock spotting or hitching a trailer is a total game changer. The 70mai simply isn't designed for that level of utility. Wolfbox's 12-inch screen is great, but it can be a bit overwhelming with all the icons. In contrast, the 70mai UI feels much more polished. The gestures on the S410, swiping to tilt the view or cycle modes, are fluid and smartphone-like. Wolfbox has similar features and even adds voice control, which is sick when you're white-knuckling it through a technical section and can't take your hands off the wheel. So for ease of use, we'd give it a tie, but 70mai feels a bit more premium in the menus. When we put these side by side, the differences are obvious. The 70mai S410 is the set it and forget it choice. It's smaller, fits more naturally in a sedan or SUV, and the software feels a bit more polished. But that narrow field of view is a real compromise if you're worried about side impact evidence. The Wolfbox G900 TriPro, on the other hand, is a utility powerhouse. The 12-inch screen is gorgeous, and the 3-channel recording gives you 360 degrees peace of mind. However, the install is a lot more involved. You're running 3 cameras, a GPS module, and tapping into reverse triggers. It's a weekend project, whereas the 70mai is a 20-minute job. Also, Wolfbox's image quality, while 4K, isn't a massive leap over the 70mai's 2.5K because of that software processing we mentioned. So, which mirror dashcam should you actually get? In our opinion, it comes down to your rig. If you're driving a daily commuter or a family hauler and you just want a better rear view and basic protection, the 70mai S410 is the winner. It's reliable, the app is great, and it doesn't overcomplicate things. Plus, it has that 30-year brand history of quality behind it. But if you're an overlander, a truck owner, or someone who's constantly blocked by a full cargo area, the Wolfbox G900 TriPro is the only way to go. That bumper camera alone makes it worth the extra work. Being able to see directly behind your tires on a 12-inch screen is a level of visibility you just can't get with a standard mirror. It might not be the sharpest 4K on the market, but as a functional tool for a big rig, it's in a league of its own. Alright guys, that's the breakdown. Both of these are solid upgrades over a standard analog mirror, but they definitely serve different masters. We'll put the links to both setups in the description so you can check the latest pricing. If you've run a mirror cam before, let us know in the comments. Do you prefer the 9-inch or the 12-inch footprint? Don't forget to like and subscribe if this helped you out. Other than that, we hope you all have a simple day. Peace.